Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how we put together this adorable rustic Easter bunny basket with dollar store supplies. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel and turn on that little notifications bell. All right, so let's go over all the supplies that you're going to need for this Easter project. So first of all, I have a couple of these lilac picks from the Dollar Tree. And then I just have a couple of these little blooming branches and then just some random greenery. I have just a little basket and it's part of the Happy Easter collection. Just a small basket. Doesn't have to be anything special because we're gonna cut it. Then we're gonna use this cute little bunny plaque that says spring from the Dollar Tree. I have these metal decor pieces for Easter, the Happy Easter and Blessings one. We're gonna use one of those. Also, I have this woodshop bird feeder, and this is from the Dollar Tree as well. We're gonna use a couple of the pieces in here. Then I have some of this jute cord, and I will link this jute cord in the description below. I ordered this off of Amazon. I had a big spool of it. I've used quite a bit of it, but we're gonna use this jute cord to make these really cute little kind of rustic carrots. And then I'm also going to use some of this orange acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree to paint them. And then I have the Waverly white chalk paint, and I will list all of the supplies that you can get off of Amazon in the description below, as well as this black chalkboard paint. And then I just have some kitchen shears, a foam brush, some hot glue, and I think that is just about all we're gonna need. First of all, you're gonna use a paper plate. What I did was I just cut the rim off of my paper plate, and then what I did was I cut the paper plate into thirds. So you get 3 pieces of the paper plate. I am just gonna take my paper plate and kind of rub it on the end of my countertop so that it's easier to fold. So then I'm just going to make a cone shape. I'm gonna put a little hot glue to hold that cone together. And I am just using this dry foam from the Dollar Tree. I'm cutting a small slice. And we're gonna take one of our little cones and we are going to kind of push that cone right down into the foam. So the foam actually kind of fills the top of the cone. Now we're going to start taking our cording and we're going to start wrapping them. Start at the very bottom, put some glue kind of right in that little opening at the bottom, and we're going to stick our cording right kind of down in that hole. Do a couple little dots of glue just around the bottom, and we're gonna start wrapping. I'm just working my cording in a spiral right on top of that foam. Now I'm not gonna go all the way to the center. I'm gonna actually leave a little of that foam exposed. That way I can stick my stem into the foam. So there is the base of our carrot, and like I said, you can leave it just like this, or you can go ahead and paint it orange. Take a little handful of this fake grass and I'm going to kind of pinch it together at the bottom and twist it. I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to wrap it around And I'm just gonna keep wrapping it tightly around that bottom portion that I pinched together. Then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna trim off the end. This is going to push down into my floral foam. So we're gonna start with the little bunny rabbit portion of our DIY, and I'm taking all of the tags off, and I'm also gonna take this little spring banner. Okay, once I have everything off of it, I am just going to take my white chalk paint and do a quick coat all over the front. So my bunny rabbit is all dry, and now we're gonna start adding the basket portion. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna start taking this basket apart, cutting these little tabs that hold this top ring in place. So we're just taking this top ring and handle apart from the actual basket. Then I'm gonna pull all of these little pieces, these little tabs that we cut off. So now we've got just the basket portion. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bottom pieces that go into the floor of the basket. I'm just gonna go around and cut each one. So I cut the bottom out of our basket. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this basket open. I'm gonna take our bunny rabbit, and we're gonna actually flip the basket upside down, so this would have been the bottom of the basket. I'm gonna kind of put this basket around the front of my bunny rabbit, just like that. So it almost creates like a little skirt. So I'm gonna put some hot glue on the edge of the skirt portion. So once I have the front portion of my bunny rabbit glued into place, I'm actually gonna go on the inside here of my bunny rabbit and put another strip of glue just to make sure that it's nice and sturdy. Go in and take my kitchen shears again and cut. But I'm gonna take my other portion of my basket because I actually want to make my basket a little bit longer in the front so it covers up the bottom here. Some hot glue on this top portion. And then we're gonna just glue this right up to the ribbon. So I have the basket all glued on, and I have it in 2 layers. And now what I need to do is I need to make this bunny stand up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these rectangular pieces, and I'm gonna glue them to the back of our bunny rabbit, just to create like 2 little stands. A little bit of glue on the back of the bunny rabbit. And just stand that piece of wood right into the glue. Here we have the base of our bunny rabbit, and she stands up nicely. Now you could leave the basket color the way it is. I am actually going to go in and paint the basket white with some more of the chalk paint. Painting, I decided I didn't like the pink ribbon, so I removed the pink ribbon from the front of the basket and just painted the whole basket white at the front of our bunny rabbit. All right, so I'm gonna take this little metal Easter saying, and I'm gonna take some of my black chalk paint. Again, I'm gonna use my sponge, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this black and just kind of go over the metal. Paper towel, and I'm just going to wipe some of that chalk paint just like that. and we'll go ahead and let that dry. Okay, so I am gonna make up a little mixture of paint here that's gonna be kind of like, it's gonna give it kind of like an aged distress look to this little bunny rabbit we have going on here. I am using the Folk Art number 420 linen, and then I'm also using a little bit of the Waverly White and also a little bit of the Craftwise chalkboard black paint. And basically I made a little mixture, mostly the linen, and then just a tad bit of the black and a tad bit of the white, and I mixed it together and it created this kind of really nice browny kind of taupe color. And I'm gonna just go all around the edge of my little bunny rabbit here with my foam brush, just like this, and I'm just gonna pull inward just to kind of give it like a distressed wood look. And I'm gonna do the same thing kind of on the top of the basket and along the edge. And then I'm gonna go across the front and just give it that distressed look. Alright, so I decided that I really liked the look of this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree to kind of go around the top of the basket. I think it finishes it off really nicely. So I'm just going to figure out how much rope I want. I'm going to cut off a piece and then I'm going to hot glue it. And I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom also. Now I'm going to start to do a little bit of decorating with this. I'm going to take one of these blooming branches from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to like pull apart the branches a little bit and kind of make them look a little bit more realistic. I find that sometimes if you bend them around a little bit, they look a little bit more natural. So then we're just going to stick those down in. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of this greenery. It's kind of like a sage or a lamb's ear or something like that. And again, just move it around. I'm just going to stick this down in front. I'm not going to glue anything because I don't want to have anything permanent if I want to change it out. Then I have my cute little corded carrots that we put together here, and I'm going to stick a couple of those right down in the front as well. I'm going to do an orange one and just a twine one, so they're kind of just poking up through the front of that basket. And then I want to add a little pop of color to it, so I'm just going to cut off a small little piece of that lilac, and I'm going to stick that right down kind of in the front here, just to have a little bit of color popping out. And again, you can bend these branches however you want to make them look how you want them to look. And I'll take another darker purple, and I'm going to just stick that down on this side. Now we have our little Easter sign that we distressed here with the black paint, and I actually took some of that taupe color paint that we used to distress the rest of the basket and kind of just went over the black one more time, so I have that really aged metal look. And I'm going to just hot glue this right to the front of our little basket. And I'm going to just find a spot where I like it. And I think this is actually coming together really cute, very farmhouse, very kind of rustic looking. I'm going to put this up on my mantle, so let's see what it looks like up there. Alright, so here he is up on my mantle. He looks super cute. I actually kind of used these little beads that I wrapped around him a little bit and then draped them around the rest of my mantle. But I love that kind of rustic farmhouse look, and he's a perfect addition to the rest of my decor for this spring. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the little notifications bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.